Hello and welcome to this new little cast. I'm going to be kind of chill with this and leave it at a relatively slow pace. This is Flag signing in from MissionStarCraft. And the reasoning for this is because, well, for one, I've been listening to a lot of Frank Sinatra and Nat King Cole and all that lovely crooner music just to get in the mood for chilling out my computer just because it is so crazy right now. It is kind of being like that uber manic girlfriend going, leave me alone. I just want to be alone. Because, well, all the casting and uploading is kind of making it melt down and die. So, this is going to be a relatively long one. Probably going to split it into 1 to 3 parts, but hey, whatever. We are going to look at our buddy here. This is the submitter, yes, BloodBones, the Terran in the bottom, versus however you pronounce that. I'm just going to call him the Zerg player. Yeah, let's go with the Zerg player. Zerg player sounds cool. 2 little bits. You can see the 2 barracks going down, and a refinery, and another refinery, and then a supply depot, all at the same time. I would really like to see, if I was critiquing this in particular, I would really like to see those go down at the right times, like at 15, get that orbital command, first marine and supply depot, get that first refinery at 13, and then just work in your barracks one at a time while you get your add-ons so that you can be building units at the same time as you're tacking up. Makes it a little bit more effective at responding to the pressure that we're going to see here in a little bit from our Zerg opponent. Also, mini-map. Not really seeing anything when it comes to, ooh, you see the blue in the bottom, you see the blue on the mini-map there. That is a roach rush on its way. Really wanted to just keep our eyes on that mini-map, even when we move away from that initial scan. A big part of the scan is that it is a time that you can see what happens in that space, not just boom, I get a little picture. You get to see it for a few seconds. That is a big thing, especially when you scan in that position, which is a good place to scan. Would have been able to throw down a bunker, as a bunker takes 40 seconds. That's about the time it takes to get from one base to the other. But we're going to be able to just, our buddy here, BloodBones, is going to be able to wash this off. Got a Ghost Academy going down. This is going to be pretty interesting. Got Stealth, or rather Cloak, on the way. We do have a little bit of money. Well, no, we don't have a lot of money. We do have our SCVs just kind of chilling over there. Really would have been nice to send those in with our Marines in the first place. You might lose like 1, maybe 2 to the roaches, but the roaches take long enough in attacking that they're not going to be able to kill a lot. If you send them in against like a speedling force, that's going to be a bad thing. I don't really know why that scan was put down there. You can always send your ghost over there, or really anything like that. You don't really need to scan there. A big thing, again, mini-map. If you had sent your first 2 Marines out there, that would have been a much better plan. But our buddy here, BloodBones, is doing just fine. However, I will just kind of make a parallel here to the, what's-his-face, the Old Spice guide, where, the whole, look at your boyfriend, back at me, back to your boyfriend, now to me. Unfortunately, your boyfriend is not me, or, your man is not me. Look at your mini-map. Look at mine. Now look at your mini-map. Now look at mine. Unfortunately, your mini-map is not mine. Unfortunately, our buddy BloodBones' mini-map is not the Zerg player's. The Zerg player does have his overlords in positions that are useful for scouting. I will say, though, coming from the perspective of a Zerg player, that it is, oh my god, irritating to have a Terran Protoss, apparently a double race, so that they can go that ultra Gosu tank Void Ray push. At, of course, the 2-minute mark. But it is ultra irritating to have a Terran send 1 Marine all around when he notices that you have, whoa, come on, computer. When he notices that you have your overlords in these kind of positions, just send 1 Marine just to rat-a-tat-tat-tat, and kill all these overlords off. The Marine isn't going to do much anyways. I've never had a situation where I've been like, uh-oh, I need to have this 1 Marine. And here comes some more pressure. This is pretty intimidating force. Although we will look at what we have here. We have a pretty good army here in BloodBones, and I really like that the Marauders are in front, whether that was intentional or not. We are going to see banelings being morphed in, which is very irritating. It's going to be a baneling bust, and as it comes in, it's going to do a little bit of damage, and then those banelings are going to get locked behind the roaches doing no damage. That is a big problem at lower levels, in that, and by the way, yes, there is this medevac up here, but we're going to pause for a second because we're going to watch that again because there is an issue with the Zerg player on that part. But that is a big problem with a lot of Zerg players at lower levels is they will get banelings, but they will not realize that getting banelings and roaches actually hold up space. When you have a speedling baneling push, the banelings can get through relatively easily, but when you have a roach rush or a roach push, then your roaches will oftentimes create this wall while your banelings try and circle in, and they won't be able to get past, and will make it so much easier for the Terran or Protoss, depending on who you're going up against, to just either snipe those banelings or just not have to deal with them. But we're going to go back and watch. Whoa, that's way too far back. Yeah. Yes. Right here. Yeah. We see this medevac, and we're going to actually Control-Shift-F this medevac, and we're going to go to the everyone cam. Now you see that it's past this overlord. I'm on the minimap right now. It's past this overlord, which means that the Zerg player has had a chance to see it once. He's also seen ghosts, which means that he should probably have detection. We're going to hit play. First time he saw it with there. There's another overlord. Oh no, we see this drop coming again. Gonna wait for it. Ooh, circling around the little like stripper club up there, whatever. And then there it is again. So the Zerg player has had a chance to see this 3 times before it lands. And what do ghosts do? What do ghosts do to mineral lines? Oh no, what do they do? What do they do? I don't know what they do. They cloak for one. And then, did you hear that? I heard that. Uh-oh. Gonna send your drones away? No, let's not send our drones away. In fact, let's send speedlings in to die. Let's get a little replay of that. I want to see that again. That was some sexy stuff right there. Gonna send it in, and uh-oh. Dude, seriously, Zerg player, whatever your name is, get your shit out of the way. No! Oh, so tragic. Going back to the cam. And at this point, it's just our buddy here, BloodBones, finishing off the Zerg player. As you look at the food, he does have an advantage, as well as the Zerg player having absolute horseshit when it comes to his ability to macro and build things efficiently. He is going to lose this tank, and this push will get wiped off relatively easily, but that's not too big of a deal, because the Zerg player is apparently retarded. We will look again at the minimap. What do we not see? This expansion. Super important. Yay. By the 17-minute mark, if a Zerg player does not have their third, they are thoroughly retarded. And we also have this medevac sitting over here. Not too big of a deal. Would have probably helped extend this push, as these 2 medevacs are completely out of energy, and this one is full of energy. That's all that mana on dat medevac. Could have helped a lot. But yeah, this is a good game, and gotta love that little nuke. A lot of fail in this game, particularly on the Zerg player's part. I mean, holy crap. There are a few areas that could be improved on by BloodBones, but no big deal. Not in any way bad at all. So thank you very much, BloodBones, for sending this in, and to anyone else who would like to see their games cast, I would love to cast it. Please send those into MissionStarCraft@gmail.com. And please share and subscribe. I am trying to get this out as much as possible, and I would very much appreciate your help in this endeavor. And I will see you guys in the next few casts. I will be bringing these out slightly slower than I initially intended, but they will be much more higher quality, and they will be much more in-depth and a little bit slower like this, so that we can get some detail on what's going on and have some fun in these games. So the rest of this game is the Zerg player sitting here and then expanding to here, generally being a little bad manner and just forcing this game to last a little bit longer than is absolutely necessary. But yeah, GG to you, Mr. BloodBones, and I'll see you guys in the next few casts. This is Flag signing out.